Hello, I'm J.S. Watts and I'm a novelist and poet, and in terms of Baldock Library I'm a relatively local writer. Okay, I don't actually live in Baldock, nor do I live in Hertfordshire, but I don't live that far across the county line into South Cambridgeshire to count as local. So I was really chuffed when Baldock Library asked me to record a brief video for Libraries Week. So here I am, recording that video, and I thought I'd talk to you about my Witchlight series of novels. Currently there are 2 books in the series. There will eventually be 3. First book is Witchlight. Second book in the series is Old Light, and the third one will be called Elderlight. Now, I had hoped that would be coming out in 2021, and it still may do so, but there's this thing called COVID-19 and it's kind of interfered with publishing schedules, so it's possible Elderlight will be put back a bit, but it's in the pipeline and will be with you soon. So, talking about the Witchlight series, there are 2 reasons for choosing the series. The first one is because Old Light, the second novel, came out on February 29th this year. It's a leap year book, and that's lovely, except this COVID-19 thing appeared shortly thereafter, so all the readings and performances I was going to do to promote Old Light, well, most of them haven't happened, had to be cancelled. So I thought it would give me an opportunity to talk to you about the book and the series. But also because both Witchlight and Old Light, although they jump around the globe a bit, have their roots firmly in South Cambridgeshire, not a million miles from Baldock. Indeed, if you know your South Cambridgeshire villages, you might be able to work out where the inspiration for some of the locations come from. Witchlight in particular is based in South Cambridgeshire. There are scenes set in Cambridge itself, also in London and Oxford and Edinburgh and the Greek islands, but the South Cambridgeshire sections take place in a village called Basingfield. Now, if you look at a map, Basingfield doesn't actually exist, but there is Bassingbourn and there is Haslingfield, so squidge the 2 together and you end up with Basingfield. And I guess if I have to name the source village, it is Bassingbourn, which is only about 11 miles from Baldock. And similarly, in Old Light, Basingfield features again, as does Cambridge and Oxford and London. There's also a tale of a missing parcel that appears in a ditch near the village of Meldrum. Now again, Meldrum doesn't actually exist in real life on a map, but Meldreth does and Melbourne does. So put them together and hey, you have the village of Meldrum not that far from the village of Basingfield. So they're the locations for the 2 books. Perhaps I will tell you a little bit about the books and the series themselves. As you might gather from the title Witchlight, it's a series about witchcraft and magic. And I suppose I started from the premise that a lot of witchcraft books, a lot of paranormal books and YA novels, always have a hero or heroine who discovers an adolescent sometime between the ages of 10 and 16 that they're a witch, a wizard, a warlock, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, son of a god. And it deals with their journey as they discover their powers and also their adulthood. And I thought, well, what happens if you're not an adolescent? What happens if you're a mature woman, not that shy of 40, with a mortgage and a garden you don't look after properly and a job and a car crash love life? Where does that leave you if you suddenly find out that you're a witch? And from that, the novel Witchlight was born. Although, as Holly Jeps, my heroine, finds out, witchcraft is not at all like it is in the films and the books, and there are darker undernotes as well as lots of practical implications. So that was basically the story of Witchlight as Holly finds out about her powers. And then Old Light picks up a year after the first book and carries on with the tales of a world filled with magic that is not quite how everyone thinks it is. If you're interested, to find out more about the books or about me as a writer, there's my website, which you can find at www.jswatts.co.uk. So thank you for listening, and do enjoy the ongoing Libraries Week. Thank you.